Let's record. And welcome to the Isles of Zarrith, session 19, I want to say.
21.
I'll organize them later because I haven't been organizing them lately. But yeah, welcome. Fucking welcome. I'm not uploading a bit, by the way. So for context, whenever the fuck I upload this, it is February in 2026.
Yeah.
Holy
Program,
shit.
man.
Yeah, I've just been lazy with
Oh
the
my gosh, our
updates.
D&D campaign's old enough to drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was already old enough if you lived in other countries other than America, you know.
Oh, good point.
enough.
Yeah, we have two people not in America here.
Yeah,
Yes.
in my country
Yeah.
you can drink absolutely whenever. dude.
You can drink at 16 with family, but 18 if you want to drink on your own.
And that is still 3 years younger than America. Don't get me wrong, 16, 18-year-olds fucking do it here. You know, it's just one of those things where it is technically illegal.
It's just not legal.
It's just not legal.
Yeah.
You know, listen,
Underrated drinking.
yeah, my channel does not support that, by the way.
No, definitely not.
I do not support that where it's illegal. Drink at the legal age wherever you live.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do
When
this.
last we left our heroes, they managed to charter a guide and a boat to the Paleo Forest in search of Silas's long-lost mother, curious as to what she did to help Silas years ago when he was changed into a crystal tiefling, and get answers, as well as just see his mother again. Along the way, however, on the fourth day of sailing, they were attacked by a Bellator longship, where after a very hard-fought battle with some of the most dangerous warriors in the world, they managed to barely eke out a victory. However, it turns out their guide, Marigold, was revealed to be the Princess of Mysidia, the woman accused of murdering her father, Raven Pendragon. Now, as you guys are on the deck of the ship, you're left there. Your captain, Gerald, down his left hand. He's gotten that's been you guys' healing has stabilized. That just that won't grow back. But you guys are left with this woman of black hair and a golden strand. To describe her again, she's a woman of brown skin with that aforementioned hair color who stands a good, I would say, 5'6" in height. Decent build to her. Definitely a beautiful woman, but definitely one who is clearly in the early stage of adulthood. She can't look older than 18. With notable piercing blue eyes.
Bellona will immediately be like, so I will have win the bet. Remember the bet? I will have win that bet.
Which bet was that again?
I bet that you will look beautiful under that helmet.
Charisma check.
No one really, you never really bet against anyone, Bologna.
Charisma check,
Yeah.
Bologna.
Oh my god. My charisma checks is funny because that is what I do, but it's always super bad.
It was
Here
about
it
they
comes.
will quit it.
Here we go. That's a 12.
Unfortunately for you, you should have bet money on it instead of words, so not really anything of value there.
Well,
She
I'm
sighs. Like
happy either
she's
way.
endeared by Bologna's Bologna-ness, but this is probably just a desperate attempt of like, fuck.
But in any case, you, and I don't mean this like trying to be an ass, but you spoke about trust, so I think it's a good time to start giving trust too, right?
Persuasion.
All right, these ones I can do. Persuasion, come on, baby, that's a +7. Well, okay, 15.
That's not the worst, to be fair. Also, by the way, just before I continue, you guys leveled up your sheets, right?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I did. We're level 7, right?
6.
6.
6? Oh.
Yeah. But hey, quick question: do you get a feed at level 4 no matter what you are?
Yes, at level 4 no matter
Yeah.
what you are. However, you...
I
Oh, have
yeah,
you
I
not
didn't
picked a
think
feat?
that.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
I'll
I'll figure out
DM
that
you.
later.
I'll DM you. But anyways, you're lucky she did not roll good. Alright, what have you heard from Miss Cydia? She's looking to the others because Conrad, I think she's like, he probably already knows, so...
Knows, and he wants an explanation.
Yep. But she wants to see...
Genevieve's still shaking in the corner.
Yep. Yeah, you guys... Yeah, we'll... Yeah, but, I
Yep.
believe you guys rolled history checks last time, so it's whatever you guys got for your characters.
Yeah, nope.
14.
You heard the rumors, I think, was what I said for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think
Silas is
Genevieve
actually
and
going to go
Silas
over
know.
to Silas is actually going to go over to Genevieve.
Alright.
Oh, okay.
So,
What?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Yeah, it's just that everyone was really quiet, so I just wasn't
Hey,
sure what was going
Genevieve said what? Like, she's wondering why you're approaching.
Yeah, it's like,
on. Oh, yeah, he's actually going to go over to Genevieve, and he's, like, notices that, like, he notices that you're, like, shaking and not really doing
yeah,
well.
quite
He's just-
sparking.
Yeah, like...
Hey,
Good.
hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm gonna say no insight needed.
Do I, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah. I was like,
Yeah,
do I
that's no
don't,
need for that.
like how is she? Is she like on like the ground, or is she still standing?
She is sat down on the floor, kind of keeping herself away from people for the time being.
Yeah, to go into Jenny's mindset a little bit, like how is she feeling with this fight with the Bellators, especially, after how difficult that was?
Times. She had to sit down, otherwise she was going to fall over.
Yeah, because I was gonna say, like, that was a tough combat, and like, if someone had died, like, like the worst thing anyone did was lose a hand, but like, if someone had died, like, would Genevieve have maybe felt partly responsible for that, considering that she, really wanted to do that fight?
Yeah, she would. She
Mhm.
feels guilty that someone had to lose a limb.
Silas is going to kneel down next to you, and he's gonna take off his cloak. He still has layers underneath, and he'll just give it to you. Just wrap it around your shoulders.
Okay, DM, here's a question. Would Silas take any electrical damage?
Roll a d20. Let's see how strong this is. Let's see how strong this is.
Right?
I'm gonna say it's a higher d20 thing because there isn't really a check for this. I'm just gonna call it just straight dice roll, and Silas is of the elements of lightning himself. So, no, I'd say like he's fine.
Fair.
I'd say he's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's probably like a bit of like just static, like when you like shock someone with static a little bit.
Fair.
Like he is going to step away. He's like, I'll give you some space though. And then he walks over to the rest.
Yep. So at this point, Rabo knows that this can be put off if she needs time. If she also has questions.
I say we give her some space for now.
For the rest of you then, whatever you heard about whatever I supposedly did, I suppose it is a cliche, but I didn't do it.
And how can you prove that, lass?
I can't. If I could, I wouldn't be here.
Yeah, well, as far as I understand, you were like a very, very young child. Like, I never
14.
at any point, I actually believe that you will be able to do such a thing.
This
Even
was
if you
only.
want.
It only happened a few years ago, right, Alex?
I believe 5, but I'm actually looking to double check my notes now because I actually did write in my fucking notes when the king died.
Even if it was 5 years ago, she couldn't have been any older than 14.
No,
She
but
was
like
14.
but I think the reason why people were so quick to think she did it is because there's the family angle of like he wouldn't
Yeah.
have suspected his own daughter.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like she did there was a logic to it. It's like there was there's never been a trial. She didn't run before there was a trial or anything, but she was
Yeah,
accused,
she was.
and like the story basically is like, hey, he would have let his guard down around her specifically.
It was indeed 4 years ago. She was
4
14.
years ago. 4 years ago. Yes, she is.
4 years ago,
She's
okay.
18. Yeah, she's barely an adult.
I will say, also, isn't it? So supposedly there was an eye that saw the whole thing.
Yes. I'll tell you what happened.
So
At least a little
I
bit.
assume
I
it's safe to
was-
believe that. Go on, sorry.
I was not there when he died. I was wandering the castle, and I heard the scream, and I ran because I didn't know what else to do. And I saw him, and he was gone. And I pulled the dagger out of his chest without thinking, just anything, and that is when he walked in, and he sawed me with the dagger. And I tried to grab the azure crown, and I couldn't lift it. And I saw the contempt in his eyes, so I ran. I don't know how I got out. Maybe he checked on my father first, but he wanted to find a way to save the king's life to test. He was a paladin of high power, so he probably tried to revive like some spell, but it didn't work. And I left. I snuck on a ship one night, and I arrived here, and I've been with my friend, the one you met, ever since.
Well, this all explains why you were afraid of Mysidian knights.
I don't trust Mysidian knights because one of them killed my father, and it was probably the man who found me.
He looks. He was like tilted. His head was tilted to the side a little bit, and when she says that last bit, his head snaps towards her. What'd you just say?
The man who found me was probably the man who killed my father.
He shakes his head a little bit. I don't believe that for a second, lass.
Of course you wouldn't. You lot tend to trust your own, even when it's bad.
It's not just about that. He takes a step forward. Arkath is a man of justice and honor. He's not some backstabbing traitor, and he would have had no motivation.
Did you know this person in particular, Mr. Conrad?
He's still staring at Raven.
Based on that conviction, I am going to give her a history check. Let's see if she knows. Because how many years ago did you leave? It was a bit
10.
ago. Yeah, 10. So she might have actually heard. Oh, okay. Okay. She remembers now. But I'll let you speak before she says anything.
He's still staring at Raven when Bologna asks that. He's the man that was training me.
Yeah, I remember you now.
What is it you remember?
You left for summer. You left and abandoned your post. And that's all I'm going to say on it. I will say roll an insight. All of you, if you
I will not-
wish.
Oh, all of us?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Let's see.
23.
19.
22.
There is an empathetic look when she realizes who Conrad is. And you can tell she knows more, but she is not saying anything. She's leaving it at what she said. I know you abandoned your post. That's it.
Okay.
He gives this look for her. It's not one of like, yeah, I figured. It's not one of like contempt, but it's a little bit more like, it's a little less on guard, if you want to say, because now there seems to be a bit of like a bit of an understanding, but he's still a bit on edge. If you like, he doesn't answer what she said,
Mm-hmm.
but he does like step back and he goes, all right, I will say that as much as you choose to believe that, I don't think he's the type to backstab the king. He was too loyal.
So is the reputation of every holy knight. By the way, when they say the name Barkath, I want you guys to roll a history check below and a roll with advantage, because you actually did learn about this in your session 0, this man.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
23. Whoa.
Okay. And Bologna, a history check. Obviously, yep.
Guess it's this.
Bologna, I'll
Guess
say
it's
this,
the-
a nine's enough, because it has been advanced, I'll be kinder. He was the guy you heard killed the vampire who, like, came to Mysidia.
Oh.
Yeah, Count Vermoth, if you recall. You might be in your old notes if you took any, but yeah, that was the man who killed the vampire that came to Mysidia. He is the one who brought that horror to an end. Now, obviously, that's not the same as the Dark Lord. Case in point, you heard the name, so... Strangely enough,
Oh,
though,
yeah,
that
for
did actually. You know what? With a 9. Okay, Bologna, remind me, how many years ago did your parents die?
I believe I was like 10 years ago.
It was 10 years ago. Okay, so definitely post that, but definitely post that. But because I want to know if I did genius, I didn't. But that was around the time Conrad left, so that's actually kind of funny how that worked out. But regardless, Silas, you would know that Holy Knight Vorkath Dawnbringer is the master of justice in court in Mysidia. He's basically like the high judge. He is a silver dragonborn known for his honor, and in particular, he's known to have killed vampires, particularly a Count Vermoth, who was said to have been a plague on a town in Mysidia that he liberated the town basically by killing this vampire who had been basically, like, terrorizing it. People were dying. It was like a whole bad fucking thing. The town, if I remember my notes correctly, because I'm looking through my notes. Oh, my bad. It was let's see, was it this one? No, it wasn't. It was the town of Southbury, I believe. You know. So yeah, this guy is a hero of the hero of the country. Like, he had earned his Holy Knight position by killing this Count Vermoth, and he's been known to be a fair judge. But I think that opinion might be influenced by Silas, given his line of work.
Mm-hmm.
After all, fair judge might be a bit of a nomenclature for him, considering,
Yeah.
his side of the law, especially given his father.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Silas crosses his arms. That's quite the name there.
Indeed, all the Holy Knights have done some virtuous deed or another, but it was one of them, and Verkath was the closest one to my father's body. He found it almost immediately after I did.
And how do you know it was a holy knight?
Not many people can kill the king, and they would have his trust. I know in my core it was one of the Holy Knights that killed my father. I don't know why, but I know it. But I don't know why
I'm
they did.
sorry. You believe you know, but I'm sorry, but you just don't know. I don't think it's fair. Like it's not fair for anybody to think that you are the killer, and it's not fair for you to think that any of them was or were.
I personally wouldn't put it past them.
Genevieve speaks up. What was he wearing?
My father?
No.
Well-
What do the Holy Knights wear?
They are always in their ceremonial plated armor, said to be crafted by the greatest of the Mysidian dwarves. You would know that, true, Conrad. Like, you never saw Verkoth without his armor.
Yes. And how long between the scream and seeing your father there? How long between those times?
I could not tell you. I wasn't thinking about time. I was just trying to get to him.
Probably only a few minutes.
Probably. So what now? Will you claim the bounty on my head? Will you do your duty, former knight? She'll look to you pointedly, Conrad.
There's a long pause. Then his eyes kind of shift to Silas. We have a current job to do. And we're going to see it through. What I see will determine what I do next.
Very well. She'll move to check on her friend, the captain, who again, he's stable again. It's just his hands lost. But you guys are left, and on the outskirts, I already gave you the loot and stuff.
Yes, you did.
But you do have to decide, because there's a fucking Bellator boat with you.
All right. Do you think they have slaves in there? Do you think
You
in
guys,
this moment
you guys did check the ship. There are no slaves. You found
Oh, okay.
there were no slaves. You found the note, saying transportation. I'll let you guys roll investigation to check the actual boat.
Investigate.
Who has super good investigation?
Everyone
don't,
can. And 24.
I do, apparently.
Damn.
Oh, okay.
13?
Okay. So,
9.
I will say, Valona, I'd say you're a bit distracted after all. You just met a princess. Silas, you're looking around. You're more used to thieves hiding shit. These guys, weird. Genevieve, I would say that you would find 60 gold, 85
Okay.
silver, and 120 and 120 copper. So 60 gold,
Okay.
83 silver, and 120 copper.
Yeah, Genevieve's just gonna hand that all over to Bologna.
Yep, by the way,
Oh.
if you guys want to write that down so that you have it, please do that. I'll say one more time. 60 gold,
Wait, 1 second.
Yep.
All right. 60 gold.
83 silver. And
Hmm?
120 copper.
Colonna will be like, I don't know. I don't know if I should
will-
have. No, I get it. Sorry. Yes. I'll hold on to it.
I want nothing to do with the Ventseris money if I can help it.
Yeah, I get it.
I was gonna say, Genevieve, you also find a few tags. Notably, some you actually find some documentation of Illicin ships, like basically ship manifests,
Like ledgers.
like ledgers.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't recognize any of the names, but there's at least 5 different ships that they have like raided. You would also find enough supplies and food to last another week. So you guys, your ship will have more supplies.
Is the ship like usable for us?
It's intact, like the ballista is gone, but it is intact. Now, one sec, though I will say, Conrad, you would
Yes.
find an additional, 14 gold, 187 silver, and 316 copper.
Ooh.
Holy, okay.
However,
All right.
I think you guys might be able to put two and two on where the money came from.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd also find some of their armory. You'd find their armory, which they don't have any other mithril armor, but they do have some well-made long swords as well as some ballista ammunition. Again, some for the ship that like might help this guy. Though the swords are of a make, I would say with that 24, you actually even find a masterwork longsword.
Are you telling me it's Mastercraft?
Yeah. I'll never live that down for copying that from Nat 19. Anyways, I will say, as well, Conrad, it is made of mithril, which means for you, it is a dex-based weapon. It's odds to have
Well,
a
my-
+1, it's just a mastercraft in that it is mithril make. So it will use your dex. So if you want to use that as your main weapon, you can.
Well, my dex and strength are equally shit, so that's good to know. But nice.
Equally shit, he says, with no negative modifiers.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh no, my dumps, come on, man.
I'm gonna keep that.
Anyways.
Anyways.
You got one short of what you need to find the other stuff, but to your guys' knowledge, you have found everything in this ship.
Oh fuck! I should have done guidance. That was stupid of me. I
It's
wasn't paying
fine,
attention.
dude. It's fine. It happens. But hey, you got the armory shit and the mithril sword.
Okay, so
I think- Go ahead.
here's my idea. We get rid of the flag of the evil people flag, and we just keep the ship.
What are we supposed to tug it behind our ship?
We can sell it.
Genevieve, I would say,
Okay.
could sail it. I will say that. I will also say, Silas, given your work, I will give you water vehicles proficiency because it doesn't make sense for you not to know how to sail, given who you were with.
Mhm.
You in particular, I feel like you would have definitely been on ships when you were smuggling goods across your homeland. So I'd say you would definitely be fine with that. But continue.
I don't think we should. If they notice the ship, I don't think we should. If they notice the ship being manned by people that aren't them,
say we sink it.
I agree.
Oh, but it's a really big ship.
So I will give you the layout of this ship just so you guys know. This is a long ship. It is a gargantuan vehicle, 70 feet by 20 feet. It can have a crew. It has a capacity of 140 people, with it being able to have 40 crew members and 100 passengers. Though you don't need a big crew to run it, as clearly shown. Just a few good men. It has a capacity of 10 tons, with a travel pace of 5 miles per hour to a total of 120 miles per day. It has all the immunity things. However, it does have the same ballista, but it is a more sturdy ship. Furthermore, selling this, granted, if you had the deed and shit, would make you a big profit. However, if a Bellator does notice that, their lake of ships is rather unique. You could find a buyer for this, but there's also a risk that someone finds out.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too much of a. Yeah, that's not really a risk I'm willing to
Too much?
put up
Yeah,
with.
no, definitely not. And Genevieve
All
helped us
right,
keep
all
it.
right. You guys are right. You guys are right. We cannot keep it.
I was gonna say,
Plus-
considering this one had ties to Genevieve's character, I think Genevieve has the main say in what we should do with this.
We sink it.
All right. Is there anything we can take from it?
You guys already did. We
We've
got the supplies
repaired?
and shit.
Yeah,
No,
we've
I will
taken
say
the
for repair
supplies and
purposes. I will say for repair purposes.
Ooh.
Bologna, roll me a survival check. Let's see what you could take.
All right. All right. Survival. It is a +4, so it's using the hands of God. 14.
I'd say you get the sail to do patchwork on that because your sail to take bait. I'd say you take some. I'd say you use your sword and other materials that they tap to take some wood and stuff. So I'd say you guys have enough to do a solid patch job to repair the sail
Alright.
fully that got damaged in the last fight.
All right.
Okay.
But yeah, who would like to burn the fucking ship?
I'm gonna stay away from that.
I don't. Oh, do I have anything that I can do to burn it?
I can burn it.
We have
It's
torches.
just yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
We
I
have
have a
torches.
tinderbox. Yeah, tinderbox,
That's
torches.
true.
Yeah, and a tinderbox.
Yeah.
I mean, I have
Let's
a
do that
tinderbox.
then.
I was about to roll a Crimson Bride thing, but I'm really low HP. So yeah, let's use normal.
I'd say you guys
Tinderbox.
I
set it
think we
up.
all are.
Now, I'm gonna say this. I would like someone to roll me a survival check with
Oh, whoops,
advantage.
that was not meant to be. That
With
was not meant to be.
advantage, survival check with advantage. This will determine how well you destroy the ship and how much evidence remains. Because floating debris and stuff could happen.
Yep. Shall I do it? Well,
Do it.
better yet, question. What does everyone survive? Crap.
Conrad has already opted out, so it depends on what your guys' survival is. We know Bologna's is a 4.
Alright.
What are the rest of yours?
Mine's a 3. a
Survival,
+3.
you say? Yeah, mine's a +0, so.
So Bologna, if you guys want to go with the highest one, Bologna, roll survival with advantage.
I'll give her guidance by.
Okay, you have guidance. So Bologna, roll survival with advantage. You really want
Come
this
on,
check to go
Bologna.
well. I will say that. You really want this check to go
Yep.
well.
Survival.
At advantage.
Okay, 17 plus 1d4.
That D4
Yep.
might determine things. I'll say that. Okay.
19.
Okay, you guys
18.
set the longboat aflame and you begin to sail away. Continuing on your journey, though, your thing will be delayed a little bit, considering your captain is a little injured. So I'll say you guys do lose a day on this.
That's fine.
Can I
Fair
real
enough.
quick? Can I in a moment that I have alone? Can I arts and craft one hook hand from the bug, the insect teeth that I had.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
I want to make a hook hand for the captain. I had a bunch of Corthic teeth.
Do you want me to do that?
You don't really have a smith near you.
No, we don't.
Bologna, I'm gonna call this a survival check to make a makeshift thing.
Oh, this is gonna be
Alright.
I'm going to
interesting. Come on,
say that it's
Bologna.
gonna be a high check.
Check this natural 20 incoming.
I doubt it, but.
Oh my fucking god. Bologna, you make a fucking good hook. It fits
Damn.
perfectly for him.
Okay. Okay. She's
I
gonna
was
approach
not-
the. Yeah, I wasn't expecting.
She's
gonna
like, here comes
up-
this natural 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. And then, okay, my timbers have been shivered. I apologize.
She's gonna do
Bol-
it, and at
Fucking
the
Bologna.
end she puts a ball, like a little ribbon on top of it, like a. She's gonna be like, hey, so I know it sucks what happened to you, and we are super duper grateful that you were there, and sorry that it happened. But I did this as a thank you.
Thanks.
And I give it
Thank you,
the-
Lass. That's really helps. He'll fix it. Like again with that at 20, I'd say you even like there's no difficulty there. And he well, it won't be as good as the other one, but hey, I got the second one for that reason.
Yeah,
Thank,
it rocks that you see it that way. That's pretty
Thank-
good.
thank you, Lass.
Genevieve's going to return Silas's cloak back to him. Here, thanks.
Thank you. And he'll put it back on.
She's less sparky, but still semi-sparks every now and again.
Yep.
Mhm.
But yeah. You guys did survive that, and the ship does burn. I'll say that, it does burn.
Yay! Probably not as well as we want it to.
You were one away from the check, if I'm going to be honest, to like completely destroy it. But
Honestly,
it does. I will say with
fair.
a 19. I will say with a 19, just to be fair to this, they won't know where it happened fully. Like it'll be so spread out to where they'll find it. They'll know it's destroyed. They just won't know where it was destroyed. So that does mean that it won't be as difficult getting back.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
they were always going to know something happened. They just will know it's destroyed, I think is the thing. So they're going to be
Mhm.
more alert, but again, it'll be a little spread out. You don't know how many ships they have
Fair.
at all, or where the camp is. However,
Yeah.
with that said, you guys do have RP because you do have a journey and you have a new NPC that, yeah, definitely has a history that maybe one of you relates to a bit more than the others.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a little bit of. There's a couple ones I need to do. So if you guys want to do something first, go right
Yeah,
ahead.
I will say I will be NPCing Seiko, and during that conversation, by the way, Seiko was uncharacteristically quiet. Not because I wasn't role-playing her, but there was something on her mind, I'd say.
Right.
Gotcha.
Silas will actually approach. Can't remember her name.
Raven?
Raven.
Raven.
Yep.
That is so
Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah. He'll actually approach Raven. I assume we've had a long rest by the next day.
Yes, you guys have had a long rest, which will apply your level up. So congrats! You guys are not nearly near death.
Hey.
Yay.
And he'll just say, so, it looks like we got 2 runaway nobility on this ship.
She'll look at you oddly. Were you some son of someone in Gazee, I guess?
No. My father's from the Casmain Alliance.
I would not have guessed that. She's not trying to be
I don't blame
condescending.
you for that.
She's not trying to be rude. Like, I know the show might be rude. She's more like I do not know what to say to this because, you definitely don't look like a fucking elf.
Yeah, I mean, there are elven features on him, but
Yeah, but like, way
they're not-
overshadowed.
yeah. I don't blame you for that.
All right, I'm guessing the crystal tea. So, you're a bastard son, I'm guessing, because no offense, you just don't look very. Let's just say the wind side of you took a lot of the dominant genes, like the dominant factors.
No, it's legitimate. But I don't think my father would. I don't think my father would have me as a successor, anyways. Even if
I suppose it makes sense. I didn't know the Casmain Alliance was starting to marry outside of the Elven tree.
Oh, they're not.
You're a fucking enigma to her, and she really does not know how to respond to that. She's like, but it. So are you
You're
an
missing.
exception?
You're missing context.
Clearly.
I used to be an elf. I used to be an elf when I was younger.
I don't want to be rude, but what?
Sorry, that's out of character, but he does chuckle a little bit.
You thrown her for a
it's-
fucking.
It's fine. I know.
Is it?
No, it's not. But listen, what? Listen, I just want you to know that you're not the only one.
It's your dad. Dad, I know you said you were looking for.
He's dead to me. Yeah, he's actually the reason why I'm like this, but and why I ran away.
Okay, well, I'm glad your mom's not a piece of shit. I'm sorry, you're gonna have to explain this a little bit better. Listen, I was not. By the way, she put her helmet back on, so like she's still in disguise because in case anyone sees. I was not expecting to be found out, and you are throwing me for a massive loop. Like what?
My father did something. I don't really know what, but then one morning I just turned into this.
I guess it didn't hurt then. I'm guessing you learned how to fight away from home because I have seen the elves fight. They don't fight like you, and I don't mean that as an insult. It's just they have their own way.
Yeah, I ran away when I was very little. And some other people raised me. They picked me up off the streets, taught me everything I knew.
Fair. You definitely don't look like one of the. You definitely don't fight like one of the Dawn Guard I saw. You would know the Dawn Guard. They're basically the knights, the military of the They're like the
Mhm.
special forces. Like you have your elven soldiers, but then you have these guys. You know that they're separated by the wardens, who are basically out of game way of the Kensei monks, and by the conductors, which are Bladesinger wizards.
Mhm.
They definitely fight with a different elegance. Yours is more impromptu, opportunistic, I think is the word.
S- Yeah, I suppose that's right.
Yeah, I only know them because they did a demonstration when a senator came for a diplomatic envoy. I was with my father then. It was, practice for leadership one day.
I never really cared for that.
Fair. Your father, what was his name?
Senator Arnadorn Caramorn.
Oh, I didn't meet him then.
Yeah, he's much more.
You know your father's diplomat. He has traveled, so it
Yeah,
wouldn't
he has traveled, but like, yeah, it's like he's not really the socialite.
Fair enough. The man I met was decent at socializing. He brought his own son. That son was actually the one who presented the skills of the Dawn Guard. That man was named Pyric.
Hmm.
You can roll history with advantage because that name is very familiar to you.
History 8.
It's weirdly familiar, man. Like that's weirdly familiar. Like you don't know, like the first day, like there's something there.
Do you remember the last name?
Alentor, I think.
Uh, I'm guess his son was a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah, I never got the son's name. We didn't talk. He was more there to present the the skill, I guess. That was
Sounds like him.
7 years ago, give or take. Definitely younger then.
Yeah, that was around the time when I. Wait, it wasn't 7 years ago. It was
Like 8 or
12
9.
years ago.
Yeah, it was roughly
Yeah,
like 12
it
years
was
ago.
12 years ago. I was long gone by then.
Yeah. Well, that's all I know about that. I didn't hear anything about a Senator Aradorn. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Do you truly wish to go back?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, you say. All right. Big money and no whammies. 17.
I don't know what I want with that. I just don't want to be known as the person who murdered my. Well, I just don't want to be known as the daughter who murdered her father. And if one of the Holy Knights did do it, then that means the city is in grave danger.
You want them brought to justice.
She is very silent at that. I know it'll be a lot of work to change the people's minds, especially since I could not pick up the Asher crown. I've been taught my whole life that the throne and the sword were my birthright, that I would need to rise to the occasion. I do not know what will happen now because I don't even know if they'll want a new king.
This birthright, this azure crown, is that what you want? Is that...
I wanted to be king when I was a little girl, yes. I don't know if I will be anymore.
Sorry to break it to you, but that's what you were told to want.
It's not so simple. You saw what I could do yesterday, right? The fire wings and like the hair on fire.
The fire wings is like the everything with the mane of fire around you.
That is a gift from to our family. Even before the divergence, the Pendragons were noble defenders of Mysidia in ancient times. It was our duty to protect people. It wasn't until after the divergence that the burden and responsibility of king was placed upon our family. To have this power is a great honor and a great burden. Grishma did not have any children other than Jericho. He himself having biological children, he was her only one. We are amongst the only types of Asimar like this in this world. It is a responsibility that has been in our family since before history as people remember it.
Silas pauses for a second. Well, the way I see it, it's not something that you have to pick up, no matter what.
We can't.
If that's truly what you want, then by all means go for it, but think about why you want it as well.
Persuasion. Let's give you persuasion. I think that's a persuasion check more than a charisma check.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Persuasion check. Cass, can you hear me?
I'm back.
Persuasion check.
Welcome back.
Isn't it
Okay.
there?
Persuasion.
Yep, there we go. I mean, anyone's there, so anyone could.
15?
There is a truth in your words. It's just, there's a lot to it, and I don't feel fully comfortable saying it just now, but fully now, just, bottom line, I just want to find out who killed my father. And if it is Verakoth, I want to know why he did it. Why he betrayed us all.
I can get behind that.
Yes. Yep, this is probably, yeah, but, alright, I'll leave that. Next up, Bologna, do you want to talk to anyone?
I guess she will just go near Genevieve as close
Okay.
as it feels like she doesn't want to push it, but she doesn't want to make her feel like nobody gives a shit. Like she wants to be like just like Silas. Like she's gonna like get close to her every now and then and be like, How are you doing?
Less angry than I was before.
Well, I guess it's a good thing that not only that you got angry, but also that you were able to do something about it.
I guess.
I mean, I get it. It still stings the fact that doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter what we do, but the past is still the past, and it cannot change. But you know what? I do want to say that I think that you were awesome back then.
Genevieve cracks a tiny smile. You weren't bad yourself.
Yeah, we did really. It was. I'm gonna be honest. I got really scared. I thought things are gonna go bad, but we pulled it off, and we always do. Which is like, at this point, I should be used to that.
Yeah. I've seen what they can do firsthand. I've seen them kill. And he wasn't close to this. He wasn't even close to one of their strongest warriors. He was a sergeant, wasn't he, Alex?
Repeat.
Malok?
Repeat.
Malok.
He was
The guy we fought.
No. You did not fight Malak last session. You fought Drogon.
Drogon, sorry. Drogon. He was a sergeant, wasn't he?
He was a Severus. Yes, he was a sergeant.
Yep, Severus, right.
Well,
Yeah, no,
I think that
was. Sorry.
I think that with enough time and preparation, we can pull anything off. This one what got us by surprise, and we still did it. So we just have to get stronger faster.
Yeah. It's. Yeah.
But yeah,
Something he said bugs me, though.
and what was it?
Called me Stormblood.
Is that a bad thing?
Now, that's actually a good question. Would that be a bad thing?
History.
Would.
History
Ooh,
or religion of
okay.
your choice. That'll give you two different information. So I'll say you only get one. History will give you one information. Your religion will get you another. So it is really your call what Genevieve wants to know about this.
Fuck. Nope, I wouldn't know shit.
Unless someone has a DM inspiration to let you reroll that, I'm gonna say no. With a 5, I'd say you're in your corner. You worship the giant gods. You know the Storm Lord, but
Yeah.
I'd say that now I will
I
say,
don't.
Bologna, I forgot to send you the DM, but I was gonna give you a DM inspiration for calling that nat 20. I thought that was funny.
All right.
So
do you wanna use it? Yeah.
if you want to, you can use it.
That's up
Yes,
to
yes,
you.
yes.
Jen.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay then. 14.
14.
I will say that you would know these two things because of this instead of the. You won't know how that term is perceived in your culture, but you will know what it means. Stormchild are Asimar who are blessed by the Storm Lord. Stormblood are the Storm Lord's children.
Right. Oh.
Yep,
Oh,
that
so
is a
he.
sign to say that you have the blood of the gods in you, as opposed to being blessed by the
Yeah.
gods. Storm child, blessed by the gods. Storm blood, gods fucked in. Now you
Okay,
here.
it's like a
Yeah.
descendant.
Yep, and we just like my mother fucked the Storm Lord.
Oh, does it? Do you think it was like that, or is it like a symbolic?
No, I mean literally.
Oh, ah, all right. Is this is a question, me, Joe?
However,
Is
yep, go ahead.
Yep.
Yes.
I want to ask: is the Storm Lord evil?
Roll a religion check as
No.
Melota. As for Genevieve, you would also know that how the fuck would he know you're the child of a god, by the way, Drogon? Like, he called you
Yeah.
that term. He's an outsider. It's possible he got the wrong term. But if he was right, because you did incite the moment, I'm not going to let you.
Oh my
No.
god, Joe, what the
Okay. Apparently, Velota was like, I went to college, even though she didn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in a
So,
book, I suppose, in a book, a book.
for what your knowledge is of the giant gods, I have to get that out now. You would know that the Skalarin is the giant god of storms. Okay, let's see. He's the god of storms and weather. He was the first of the giant gods and is known as the bringer of the storm, the hurricane's eye, stuff like that. He is typically a good god. However, that is with that natural 20, I'll say that is in relative context to the culture. He is good in that he is not the god of domination and pride, nor is he the goddess of trickery and mischief. He is a chaotic good. What that means is that, yeah, he'll do good things and he will bless those and maybe act benevolent, but when he's wandering around, he loves to fight in war. So he does kill people when he's in a human disguise. He won't force like relations, but he has been known to father many children over the years of his existence, which is basically all of recorded history and unrecorded history, like near all of it. And you know that he definitely doesn't tend to give a shit about his children. Like, some of them rise to great prominence, but it's rare any of his children are actually intentional. It's more the dude just loves to fuck. He's had, like,
Okay.
in recorded history, he's had some great loves and shit, but more often than not, it's more the adrenaline of battle, things happen, and then a child is produced because of that. He is known to wield a massive axe as his symbol, like a great axe as his symbol, with a lightning inscription to it. But he is typically one of the more boisterous gods, I think is the best way to put it. Like, he's the first, but he's also in that kind of the most simple. He drinks, he kills, he fucks.
Okay.
And
Yeah. He's not.
he has dominion over the storms of Drangnar and across other various points in the world. It is actually said that some sailors even worship Skalarin because they pray to him for good weather.
Excuse me. How do you spell the name?
I've got the spelling on my character sheet and I've got the top.
I was gonna say I'll just post it in general.
Alright. Alright, fair. Yes, that's the spelling I have.
Thank you. Belona's gonna be like, well, as far as I understand, Skalarn is like a one of the gods that is not particularly. I wouldn't put it good or bad. It's just he's like a he enjoys the fighting and stuff. So I will I will I don't know. I don't want to tell you how to feel, but I will be all right with this. You know, it's like a it's like a a buff, if you will say something that is very much needed in these desperate times.
Maybe, but there's something else that's odd. The Bellators, the Vensari, are outsiders. They shouldn't know the term. Not really.
How outsiders? Are they not
They
from
weren't.
Relona roll a history with disadvantage on the Bellators, and if you get double nat 20s, I swear to fucking god, I'm gonna say Bologna. It's like Bologna had like her apparently her grandma taught her socioeconomics at some point. Yeah, you don't know
Sorry.
anything about them.
Genevieve would know they are technically from Dragonar, but not. They're more roaming. Are they from Dragonar? Alex, are the Bellators from Dragonar?
They are not. In fact, I would say roll a
Okay.
history check. Let's see how much you know about their history.
Okay. Just straight.
Yeah, straight, because you've at least researched some of
Okay.
this.
23.
So first, their origins are very confused. They actually worship their own goddess Bella, said to be said Bella Tor. Like literally, her name was Bella, last name Tor,
Okay.
and they actually reside on the Mithril Isles. So you don't know where they were in ancient times, but that's where they ended up later. Scholars suggest that they might have been of Mysidia descent, though some argue Dragnar. Some even argue Asgar. Some argue that it was a bunch of people, but they followed a warrior named Bella Tor, who they worshipped as a god, who was said to be a mighty warrior. From the historical standpoint, it's said that she's one of the greatest warriors of history, with evidence that she did exist. Though whether she was a god or not, is very disputed because you didn't roll religion. What I can tell you is that she's the one who taught them their mithril ways. She is the one who trained them, and they're mimicking her fighting style. Her philosophy was to be the greatest warrior, to hold honor, and to always strive to be better. Though obviously misinterpretations and stuff have changed because it was thousands upon thousands of years ago. Like we're talking well pre-divergence.
Okay.
One day she disappeared from her people, and they basically formed a society around her ideals that has survived to this day.
Okay. Genevieve would relate this to Bologna.
Okay. So if let's play this game. If you were to give reasoning on why this man knew this about you, what would you think of?
I would say Ironside might have something to do with it. Maybe.
When they got to your tribe and your family, did they just kill them outright, or was like prisoners?
They killed a lot of my people, and then they took the rest as slaves and left me behind.
Why?
I don't know why.
Oh,
I have no idea.
that is quite strange.
Yeah, and it gets more strange from there. Because Ironside showed up, and Genevieve's getting a bit louder, so yeah, the others can hear. It's like, then fucking Ironside showed up and basically said, "Oh yeah, there are no survivors. You're basically the only survivor. No one else left. There were no prisoners.
Bologna, roll a history on the name Ironside. Let's see if you know about this.
All right.
Nope,
6. Damn it.
nothing.
Who is this Ironside?
My clan's leader.
If you said that loud enough, I would say the other two may roll history checks on that as well.
Yeah. Yeah, she was nearly shouting.
I gotta
It's not a big deal.
my pooping on itself, so I gotta take a sec.
Well,
Yeah,
Nope.
that's probably
Yeah,
a no.
you never really cared about that, Silas. To be fair, the Grey Hand had very limited business in Dragonar to begin with, and you weren't involved in any of that.
Yeah.
All right, there we go. History check.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll do guidance.
Damn.
This guidance check might very well determine. Okay.
What?
You would know that Clan Ironside, at least in recent Dragonar history, are basically the stereotypical savages in the Runic Wars. However, to say that alone is to kind of undersell them, quite frankly. I would put this in no uncertain details. Clan Ironside was the dominant factor in the war for Dragnar. Their Jarl, Hakin Ironside, is rumored to be the son of the giant god of domination and pride. Don't know if that's true or not. You don't even know the god's name, but that's what it said. He's said to be a demigod. He was so effective. Hakan Ironside, he was so fucking effective as a military commander that the only way the other clans could even get to a peace, not victory, a stalemate, was to unite against him and his forces. They are the strongest physical warriors of Dragnar in recent times in the
Yeah.
Runic Wars. And when I say that they had to unite to get that truce, I mean that if they didn't unite, it is not disputed by scholars and those who have heard the stories and the songs of the war that Clan Ironside would have won. And it's still debated that he would have won. For context, with an above 20, their victory wasn't even a guarantee that they united. It was just more, the truce was more likely a case of it would have weakened his forces so much that it might have meant the end of Dragnar because of the amount of death that would have happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
when basically for Conrad's thing, I would say that the average Clan Ironside warrior is about on par with a Bellator in terms of like overallness. Obviously not in skill, but in brute force, they got that. And hearing that Genevieve is a part of Clan Ironside starts to make more sense for ferocity in battle.
Yeah. Oh boy, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
So yeah, I'm a bit on edge on that fact. And the fact that he claimed there were no other survivors but me, and basically told me to keep my mouth shut about it.
Why will he want to obscure that?
Oh, now that is a fair question. Did Genevieve wouldn't know? Einstein never said.
What? He never said why.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know. You never questioned it because, this was, again, the man who single-handedly turned the tide of the war and made Ironside the dominant power in Dragnar in terms of individual clans. So, probably not best to ask him questions when he gives a command. It's a you do or
Yeah.
you risk death.
I don't know. I never asked. I was already fairly injured and I didn't want to die.
I suppose it's just one of those things that we have to keep on the mind until we
Yeah.
get more information.
Yeah. Lona, can I be honest about something?
Yeah, of course.
I nearly asked if we could go to the Bellator account to save the slaves because they might be my people.
Sorry, what did you ask?
I nearly asked if we could go to the Bellator camp first and try and save the slaves because they might be my people. But
I understand. You want to do this? Do you think we're
But-
close to this?
oh hell no. But 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 here's the thing. We nearly died just fighting a handful.
Well, if what you have in mind is to storm over that place and just try to kick everyone's butts, then yeah, we may be out of our league. But there's gotta be more like smarter ways to go about it. Like I will never tell you to just forget about it.
Proof is, we need more allies, and I'm too angry to think straight.
It's quite all right. We can work on this with time. But I'm totally on your side here. Like, well, we cannot just let these slavers just do whatever the freak they want. Plus, it is the chance that it's your family. So yeah, we need to do something about it because we know about it and we can just ignore it.
Yeah. First, we need to do Silas's thing.
Yes.
His mother comes first at this point.
Yeah, we can work on things like step by step.
Yeah.
I will grab her hand and just if she allows me, I will also give her a
She's
hug.
allowing it, but she's still sparking a little.
Oh, it's it's fine. It's fine. If I'm gonna give you more hugs, then I'm gonna get used to it. The sparkles.
Do I need to roll a 20? And that 20 or something? Or a d20, Alex? Or is Bologna fine? Hello, Alex?
Repeat? I'm trying to think.
Is she fine because of the electricity? For the
You're
hug?
fine because you rolled it. I'm going to say that roll stands.
Okay, fair.
All right then.
All right.
Mm.
If that's the end of that. No. Genevieve, who would you... No, you just had one. I'll say Conrad, who would you like to talk to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This won't Conrad, but if you would like to NPC him for me.
Yes, because you're going to be
Con-
Yark.
Yes. Conrad, after everything that went down, especially with Raven, Conrad hears a voice speaking to him in his head. Your mind is stirring. There is certainty and doubt at the same time about what she said.
Hey, what do you want from me, Junior? It's not easy hearing that. It's also not fun to think that a 14-year-old girl murdered her own father.
Do you believe anything that you see in the coming days will convince you otherwise?
He's silent for a moment. I don't know. I don't know what I expect to see. Some grand gesture, some sign from Grisma, Jericho. Maybe even just something, but no, I don't know. I don't know what to believe here.
You seem convinced that the one she saw did not do it.
No. And I would gamble my life on that every time she says it over and over again. Barkov is an honorable man. He is a good man. His shadows shine as brightly as his devotion to seeing people safe and good. Even if he is alright, old bastard at times.
And now, what are you going to do?
Not much I can do. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to think that a 14-year-old girl murdered her own father. Yet, I don't want to think that a man I deeply respect is responsible for for a great man's death either. I just want to see. I want to know the girl before I judge. But I do not want to be caught up in all of this issue, this conflict from Mysidia. And if I believe that she doesn't do it, then her identity must be kept secret.
That is illogical. You wish to know the facts first.
It's not
It is.
that. If Mysidia knows she is here, if they try to take her and the listen says no, it could mean war.
You believe that? You believe war would happen over this girl?
Well, Junior, you want to kill all these cultists because they brought you here, right?
Right.
And if you, being said to be far more wiser than us, was willing to resort to that for what happened, do you think it not possible that it could come from this?
There is a pause. I suppose that is reasonable, yes. You make a valid argument.
Aye. So whatever comes of this, if I believe she did it, then we need to bring her back to escape the threat of war. But if I don't, it wouldn't sit right with me. I would not be able to sleep at night if I gave an innocent girl to this place where a corrupt person may be manipulating things. But I also do not want war to come either.
You, you are correct in that only time will determine what to do.
I don't know if it will or not, but I gotta blind my eyes. I wish it was simple as good and evil, simple as those in evil wearing all black and horned helms, not this political subterfuge bullshit.
There's another pause. Regardless of what the girl wants, you very much do not wish to return, do you?
No, I will not. And I don't want to be dragged back into a past I wanted to leave behind yet. I'm going to roll a history check for Comrade on screen. Nope,
Okay.
he doesn't. So I'm not going to have this. This will be for you in character to figure out, unless you want to roll it. But he'll say, but with the court being in Mysidia, and with it being so close, it's just, I rather Grishma be blinded, like be blocked by an eclipse than go back.
It thinks for a moment. Did what happened in Mysidia prompt you to not return so passionately? Why do you not wish to go back?
Because it is in the past, and I'd rather leave it there. And going back won't gain back anything. I don't want to. You'll learn in time, Junior. You'll learn in time.
And yet, you have now encountered a Heartstone, one that appears to have some ties with Mysidia, and now this princess. Do you believe you may have a choice in the matter at times?
I believe that if fate is conspiring to send me back, if Grishma or Jericho have a plan for me that brings me back there, then either fate, Grishma, or Jericho can suck the shittiest part of my arsehole.
That's definitely a correct answer in private.
Yep.
Very well. Then I will leave you to your devices for now.
So are you going to help out me, or how does this work?
I will continue to assist you and provide you with strength, as I cannot live without you.
Alright. It's called the joke. It's called the joke, Junior. You can't really leave me alone now, can you? So I was just, oh, you'll get humor one day.
It's monotone. I did not realize that was.
You know what? Here, when next time you talk to them, I got the good joke for you. You ready for this? And this joke will be the last thing I end on.
What is it?
Two men walk into a forest. There they encounter a bear. The first man bolts like he has been placed under the haste spell. The second man shouts, "What are you doing? You can't escape. You can't outrun that thing." The first man says, "Oh, I know. I just need to outrun you."
Out of game, that's good. I knew where it was going.
Yeah.
It goes.
I'll tell you the joke later.
I will keep this in mind. It's gonna take some time.
There.
All right, and finally Genevieve.
She's going to want to talk to Raven.
All right, you do so.
You're similar to me. I think, anyway.
If you're referring to the sparks, I guess. why do you do that exactly, if you don't mind me asking? Hello?
I'm Ace. Genevieve would look at herself and say, I'm a storm ASMR.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a history check. Or my bad. Oh, nat 20. Oh, so you're blessed by the by the Stormlord then.
I think he actually did the deed with my mother.
Oh, we're okay, so we're not the same then. I told your friend this, but the Pendragons are blessed by Grishma. She doesn't have any children. At least other
Yeah,
than
that may
Jericho, the god of the moons.
Yeah, we're not the same, just similar.
Yes.
Though, to be quite fair, uh, Drogon might have just used the term incorrectly
Hmm?
when he called me Stormblood.
Possibly. I don't know. I mean, you seem to have a history with these people. I mean, are you wanting to believe these people at all?
I don't know whether I believe them or not. I just know that they killed most of my people and then took the rest as slaves.
Then why believe anything they say? If I found the man who murdered my father, I wouldn't exactly be inclined to believe anything he had to say, or she, I guess. I mean, I believe he.
I'm on the fence on the belief bit, but I think when it comes to the Bellators, from what I understand, is they do have a sense of honor. And and this is a question: would they lie about something like this?
You don't know.
Would
You do not know,
fair?
because, to be honest, you could claim Bellators aren't liars, but, you know, that's categorically hard to prove to begin with.
Yeah,
Like, you know, just because, like, for example, let's say your culture, just because Dragnar doesn't usually choose potion or assassins doesn't mean that one couldn't, nor does it mean that, you know, they are incapable of it. They just choose not to, which means they could choose to one day.
exactly.
So that's kind of one of those, you as the player and the character had to decide whether you believe them or not.
Uh, I'm on the fence about whether what they say is true or not. Just because I know that they're honorable doesn't mean that they can't lie as well.
Let me say it this way. Mysidia is said to be a place of honor and chivalry, of the greatest men and women to ever serve under a banner. And my father was still assassinated all the same.
Yeah, I know Dragonar and Mysidia don't really get along that well.
I would be lying if I didn't think certain things, or have thought certain things.
Genevieve just chuckles and says, I would be guilty of that myself, kid.
You are not much older than me, so. However, is it true that you guys leave your babies in the snow, and when the strongest survive and the weak die? No. Fucking no.
No.
You guys aren't
No.
Sparta. I'll put it like that. That's one of the things I heard.
No, that's not true at all.
Okay, good. Sorry, I didn't think that.
No, it's fine.
That's something I heard as a little girl, and I needed to put that to rest.
Genevieve just chuckles. I'm 4 years older than you.
That's not that old. Like, you do know we live for like hundreds of years, right? Like, assuming no one kills us.
Considering
mean-
I just found out a few months, a few days or weeks ago that I was an ASMR, then no, I didn't.
We live for like hundreds of years. Like, my family, like, well, my family, my ancestors usually tend to just die in battle, though, or like die a heroic death more than anything. So, but like the first one, or the one who founded the Isle Kingdom, definitely lived a long life. Victorious Pendragon.
That's cool.
But yeah, like our kind, like Sun ASMR is like the oldest one lived to be about 200. I don't know how long you'll live, but you'll live a while, so 4 years isn't a lot.
True, very true. I'm just realizing that I don't know much about my own
I
family as I thought I did.
All I could say is that children of gods have been known to live a while. That's all I could say on that one.
Yeah, that's fair. Look, I believe you when you said you didn't kill your father.
Thank you. That's roll persuasion. Let's see. You know what? I'll make this a roll.
Yeah, sure. Persuasion. $13. Probably.
That's more gratifying to hear than you think. And as you guys sail for the next few days, I'd say you have conversations. Some could be had in our P chat otherwise, but soon, in the coming days, you would wake up. I would say like the day before, like you arrive as Misty, but then in the distance, you would see it through the mist. You would see this ominous-looking land covered in trees and the sounds of creatures that none of you have ever seen before. As you see these reptiles gliding through the air with their sort of pointed heads and beaks as you have arrived at the Paleo Forest. And that is where we're going to end the session for tonight. Bye, y'all.
Bye bye.
Oh.